This is an example of a geometric series. They're saying that you must determine the sum. So from that you can already see that it is a series of the first 12 terms of the GP, 50, 50 times 4/5, 50 times 4/5 squared. Okay, so remember we will always start by identifying the information. Right, so the sum of a GP really is a geometric series. So that I already know is Sn, which is being asked. Okay, then of the first 12 terms, the number of terms gives me n. Then we also have a, and in this case, the ratio is 4/5 because it keeps on going to the next one. So this is the ratio. All right, so when we identify information, let's write it down neatly. Sn is being asked. We've got n, which is 12. We've got a, which is 50. And we've got the ratio, which is 4/5. Okay. Now remember I taught you the one formula for the geometric series, and the formula I taught you was if r is greater than 1. Okay, but if you look at this one, r is less than 1. So I told you that you must then learn this formula. We learned that Sn equals a r to the power of n minus 1 over r minus 1, which is the formula for ratio being greater than 1. Now remember, in this case, the ratio is less than 1. So now you only needed to remember that we are going to swap the terms inside the brackets for r being less than 1. So the correct formula to use is a 1 minus r to the power of n over 1 minus r. Right, then that is now having chosen the formula, now the correct formula. The next step then is substitution. So now we can just simply check up there. Sn is being asked, so that remains Sn. Instead of a, we will write 50. Then we've got 1 minus the ratio, which is 4/5, or I will make that a decimal, 0.8 to the power of 12 over 1 minus the ratio. Okay, and now you should calculate this on your calculator. You can first do the bracket and then multiply by 50. Okay, maybe I should show you. You can do 1 minus, put 0, 1 minus, put 0.8 into brackets to the power of 12. Then you can press equals. Then we multiply by 50. You can press equals. And then you can divide that by 1. That must go into brackets. Minus 0.8. Bracket closed. Equals. That's 232.8. And remember, your answer must always be correct to 3 significant figures. So we're going to round that one up, which gives me 233. Okay, so when you look at this, they're asking you the sum of a GP. So you must realize that that then is a geometric series. Okay, so that is the question mark. Then you have identified all the others. Remember, if you don't recognize the 4/5 being the ratio, you can just simply divide one term by the previous term to calculate the ratio. All right, then if you have written it out neatly, you must choose your correct formula, right? Because there are two, one for the ratio being larger than 1 and 1 for the ratio being less than 1. So write down your correct formula. Then in step 3, you substitute. In step 4, you simply calculate because we've got the unknown Sn is already on its own on the left side. So on the right side, we only got numbers, which means you can put that into your calculator and by that get your answer.